Hey guys, it's Cassie here. We are on day like 4 or 5. I can't remember right now. One of them two. Shut up. We're going to Animal Kingdom for a few hours, and then we're probably gonna come back to the resort here to rest because my blisters are killing me. So I will try to get as much footage as possible today at Animal Kingdom. Or is that really? Ugh.
I got candy.
From Mickey's Not So Scary last night. See you later.
Oh,
How'd you like Dinosaur?
I love it. It goes lead and whoa and speed and slow. I like it. It's very good. Like straightforward ride. Very cooling and very relaxing.
Well, I wouldn't. Yeah.
But we're off to our next fast pass, which is Avatar Fire Passage, which somebody got for us.
That would be me. So we just finished riding Dinosaur. It is food friendly to an extent. Very jerky, but still a really good ride, especially if you have kiddos. And it is very well AC'd, and it is hot right now. Luckily not humid, but hot. And yeah, we're gonna go to our Fast Pass Flight of Passage. Kind of nervous about it because we are plus size, but hopefully we get some free fast passes out of it if we don't fit, and then I'll hop on Navi with those. But we'll see. We'll let you know. Hey guys, so we are in Pandora. We tried to do Flight of Passage because we had a fast pass for it, but unfortunately because we're plus sized and tall, we couldn't get on it. However, the cast members were lovely and gave us 2 free fast passes. So we're gonna go to Satu'li Canteen to eat, and then we'll probably use it for Navi River Journey and Kilimanjaro Safaris before our Everest fast pass. I'm not gonna lie, I was kinda still am a little discouraged about it, but I will say that if you're plus sized as well and you're at least give it a try, because you never know. If you're shorter, you probably will be able to get on this ride. If you're taller, you may struggle a little bit, but the cast members are super sweet about it. The lady who was trying to lock us in, she actually did try to lock me and my fiance into the ride to the best of her abilities. She was really, really sweet about getting us off without a scene. And then again, she was great in regards to making sure that we didn't waste that fast pass that we had, and we have 2 now, so now we can ride Navi because we weren't going to before because we couldn't get a fast pass for it. So now we can. So I mean, there's pros and cons, but I will say the queue line in itself is pretty interesting. Even the fast pass queue line for it. So I mean, I think it would depend on your preference, but it may be worth it if you're into super interactive queue lines. That going to the queue alone will be worth it.
to see all of those animals out there tonight, but we have been having pretty good luck so far. I also recommend having your phones and cameras out and accessible. If you guys are taking photos, holding on to anything, including your children, make sure we hold on to all those items very tightly. If anything falls over, I cannot retrieve it for you right away, and I cannot guarantee we're going to get it back in the same condition that it was dropped in. But with that in mind, friends, we have just entered into the Little Ituri Forest, and to greet us over on that right-hand side, you might be noticing those black and white striped legs. Now those legs belong to the okapi, and many people think the okapi is related to the zebra due to those markings. But in fact, their closest relative is actually that of the giraffe. Both the giraffe and okapi have a very similar skull structure, and they have that same prehensile tongue that allows... So with that idea in mind, they have a natural camouflage that kind of helps them blend into their surroundings. Now over on this left-hand side, or out against that left clay wall, we're looking right at a black rhino. Now, black rhinos are going to weigh around 3,000 pounds, but they can still charge at about 35 miles per hour. And over on that left-hand side, there's another one up on the hill as well. Now looking at these rhinos, they have that horn on their upper prehensile lip. If you look down at your fingernails and their horn, it's made of the exact same thing. It's called keratin. Now over on this left-hand side, you might notice some gray and white birds on this first island. And these birds are pink-backed pelicans. And you're probably thinking, Casey, you are absolutely crazy. I do not see any pink on those birds, and you are 100% correct. But during mating season is when that pink coloration will start to appear. Nile hippopotamus. And these hippopotamus are out of the water, which is a very special treat. During the daytime, they will spend most of their time submerged in the water. At night is typically when they'll come out to feed. But in the water, it's hard to see their size. But if you look at this one over on the left-hand side, you can see just how massive they are. A baby or a calf is going to weigh about 85 pounds at birth, but an adult hippo is going to weigh around 4,000 to 5,000 pounds. And right up ahead on the left-hand side, we have a pretty small herd of white-bearded wildebeest. I think this is a pretty small herd of wildebeest because they tend to migrate in quite massive herds. The largest stadium in the U.S. holds about 100,000 people at full capacity. If you were to put on a show for all the wildebeest migrating in one herd, you would need not 8, not 9, but 10 sold-out nights at that stadium just to house all the wildebeest migrating in one herd. These guys also have the Afrikaans name of Nu. On the left-hand side, we can assume that would be an adult giraffe. And over on the right-hand side, definitely make an assumption that that's a smaller giraffe or a younger giraffe. Giraffes are the tallest animal. They can stand at about 18 feet tall. This one on the right, definitely be younger. It's not quite at that 18 feet yet. When a baby giraffe is born, they're going to stand at about 6 feet tall. So still quite tall. Giraffes, based on that spot pattern that we're seeing, they're going to have kind of squiggly lines around those brown markings. If they were a reticulated giraffe, like your animal identification guide is showing, they would have nice smooth lines instead. It's called a tower of giraffes, and we can kind of remember that because it looks like they kind of tower over that savanna with their height, so they're the tallest ones out there. But now if that tower of giraffes gets really frightened, what do we call that? Tower of Terror. You can add it to your Never Tell Again dad jokes, Disney style. And not only are they tall, but they also have quite the lengthy tongue. If you look down at your forearm, it's about 17 to 20 inches long. That's how long a giraffe's tongue can be. So that's going to be like a dark purple, blackish gray color. And scientists believe that that's just one way they're protecting their tongue against the heat of the African sun. inside of their horns, and I'll pull around in just a moment. Their horns look heavy, but on the inside, it's just a simple honeycomb structure. That honeycomb structure is going to allow the blood flow to circulate throughout the entirety of their horns. It's going to act as like a built-in air conditioner system right on top of their heads. Now over on the left-hand side, I like to call this area Flamingo Bend because we have a grouping or a flamboyance of greater flamingos. Now the greater flamingos will be the least pink of all flamingo subspecies. And for my elephant lovers on board, if you look to that far left-hand side, you'll get another glimpse of some African elephants as well. Now, as mentioned, these greater flamingos are the least pink of all flamingo subspecies, but they do gain that pink coloration based on their diet. They'll be consuming a lot of brine shrimp, which has beta carotene in it, larger than that of the black rhino we saw in the very beginning of our safari. These guys are going to be about 4,000 to 5,000 pounds, but they can still charge around 35 miles per hour. Now the white rhino is known for that distinctive wide jaw that it has. It's much wider than that of a black rhino. And that's actually how they got their name. The Afrikaans name is Wit, which means wide. But many people mistranslated the word white to mean white, and that's how we've ended up with the white rhino over the years. Now despite their size, they actually do not have great eyesight, which is why we call a grouping of rhinos a crash of rhinos. Now, big cats such as cheetahs love these hilly areas. So if you guys spot something before I do, oh, it's right there in the center. Wow, Casey's feeling blind tonight, guys, so don't worry, I will safely drive you back to where we belong. Right on that rock formation, kind of blending in nicely there, is a cheetah. And cheetahs can accelerate to 60 miles per hour within 3 seconds, making them the fastest land animal. And with this one so close to us, you might be able to notice those black teardrops coming down its face. And that's just one way they're deflecting the sun away from their eyes. And just here on the left-hand side as well is a bontebok. Now the bontebok was almost hunted to extinction in the wild for that fur coat. And there's a large rock formation appearing, and this is called a kopie. If you've recently seen The Lion King, though, this kopie might kind of look like Pride Rock to you. Now, kopies or Pride Rock are a great place not only for lions to be, but also other animals as well. During the daytime hours, lions tend to be quite inactive. They can see about the same as you and me. Right there, right now, I can spot at least one male lion and a lioness as well. And then there's a second lioness just behind that first one.
Simple.
Really?
Right there. There's 3 of them.
Straight chilling.
And I encourage you guys, if you're hanging around Africa this evening, keep your ears open because you can actually hear a lion's roar from up to 5 miles away. All right, now they are looking pretty inactive, which is quite normal. But at night, they'll come out to do their hunting. Those lionesses or female lions will lead the pride in the hunt.